Welcome back, WWE Insider. Tonight, we dive into a moment that shook the WWE Universe to its core, the chilling message delivered by Brock Lesnar with the Vision, and the raw, emotional reaction from Roman Reigns. This wasn't just another promo. This was a psychological war, one laced with betrayal, grief, and the ghosts of legacies long past. From the very first second, fans could feel it. The lights dimmed, the air grew heavy, and when Brock Lesnar spoke with that cold conviction, it wasn't entertainment anymore. It was haunting. His words cut through the noise, calling out Roman's body, his family, his very legacy, and the unspoken fear that his empire may soon crumble. Please like, share, and subscribe for more WWE content. Roman's reaction told the story. This wasn't the tribal chief standing tall, untouchable, and unstoppable. This was a man, flesh and blood, showing cracks beneath the weight of his own dynasty. His face carried grief, not anger. His silence screamed louder than words. It was the look of a man confronted with mortality, betrayal, and the fear that even family loyalty cannot shield him. For Brock Lesnar, this wasn't about championships. It was about control. It was about taking Roman's power, his aura, and his pride, and grinding it into dust. The vision, the disturbing promise he delivered, felt less like a challenge and more like a funeral notice for Roman's reign. Backstage, whispers echoed. Some said Roman looked pale, tired, weakened, a reminder of the health battles he's faced behind closed doors. Others said his silence was calculated, the calm before another storm. But one thing is undeniable. Brock's message rattled the very foundation of the locker room. The grief is real. Roman has lived through loss. Family members taken too soon, dreams shattered, and the constant reminder that tomorrow is never promised. When Brock invoked those ghosts, fans saw a Roman they hadn't seen before, vulnerable, human, and perhaps afraid. And then there's the scandal. Rumors swirl that WWE management is divided. Some want Roman to step back, protect his health, preserve his legacy. Others want to push forward, milking the bloodline story until the very last drop. This tension behind the curtain only makes Brock's chilling message cut deeper. Family breakdowns haunt this story as much as any rivalry. Roman's empire was built on unity, on the bloodline standing together. But cracks have formed. Betrayal has seeped in. Loyalty has been questioned. Brock didn't just exploit Roman's weakness in the ring, he exposed his family's fractures for the world to see. This wasn't just a promo. This was a reckoning. Brock Lesnar, a man who's already conquered WWE in every way possible, has now set his sights not on gold, but on Roman's very spirit. And when the vision was delivered, it wasn't about the tribal chief. It was about Joe Anoa'i, the man behind the myth, and the pain he can't escape. Roman's silence afterward was deafening. No response. No words. Just a man carrying the weight of betrayal, health fears, and a family empire on the brink of collapse. For the first time in years, fans saw the tribal chief without his armor, exposed, vulnerable, shaken. The locker room is tense. Some rally behind Roman, others whisper that his era is nearing its end. And Brock's message only fuels that fire, giving voice to doubts that have lingered behind the scenes for months. For fans, it was haunting. For Roman, it was personal. And for Brock, it was victory before the fight has even begun. Because sometimes the greatest wounds aren't physical. They're psychological. And Brock just tore open scars that Roman thought he had buried. September 29, 2025, will be remembered not for a match, but for words. Words that carried grief, scandal, betrayal, and death. Words that reminded us all that even legends are human. Even kings can bleed. Even families can fall apart. And so we end with this. In the world of WWE, where stories blur with reality, what matters most in the end? Is it loyalty to those who stand beside you? Love for those who lift you when you fall? Or the legacy you leave behind when the lights finally go out? For Roman Reigns, that answer will define not just his career, but his soul.